Hey YouTube frogs, so in this video we're going to be showcasing the power of Jiaoqiu at E0. This is going to be done on the creator experience server, and of course, things are subject to change for full release, so keep that in mind. But before we jump in, let's go through a quick guide on how Jiaoqiu works. Alright, so 5-star Fire Nihility character, he's the king of inflicting debuffs. So much so that he's now one of the strongest Nihility supports for Acheron. So if we take a look at his trace nodes, his whole kit revolves around this debuff called Ashen Roast. With this talent, he can inflict this debuff with any basic attack, skill, or ult, and has a chance to add another stack with his skill, right here. Max stacks is 5, and these stacks also increase the damage enemies take from 15 to 35%. 15% at 1 stack and 35% at 5. And all enemies inflicted with Ashen Roast are also considered to be burned, meaning they take fire DOT corresponding to Jiaoqiu's attack at the start of their turn. Now, it doesn't even matter how many stacks they have, whether it's 1 or 5, the enemy will take the same burn damage. His ultimate reminds me of Ruan Mei's ultimate, generating a zone forcing all enemies to have the same Ashen Roast stacks as the highest on field. So, if 3 enemies have 1, 2, and 3 stacks, using ult will change them all to 3-3-3. Enemies within the zone take 15% more ultimate damage at level 10 talent. And once activated, each time an enemy makes any sort of move, they have a 60% base chance to get smacked with another stack of Ashen Roast. This can happen up to 6 times per Jiaoqiu's ult, and when this happens, it does count as an ability applying a debuff, so characters like Acheron will gain a Crimson Knot stack. This lasts for 3 turns, and the turn count decreases when it's Jiaoqiu's turn. And then finally, Technique throws down a fire field, and entering combat within the field will deal AoE fire attack damage with a 100% base chance to apply 1 stack. Important trace notes. So A2 is 15 energy when you enter battle, yay. A4 is effect hit rate conversion to attack percent. This literally just means hit at least 140% effect hit rate to give Jiaoqiu 240% free attack. This also means that you can prioritize effect hit rate and speed for stats. Attack is nice, but he gets so much for free from his trace note. And A6, while the ultimate is up, enemies entering combat immediately get inflicted with the highest Ashen Roast stack currently on field. Important to note that this A6 trace does not increase Acheron's Crimson Knot stack. But this does mean that enemies entering battle are already debuffed to hell and take lots of extra damage percent. This is most notable for Pure Fiction when you have constant waves of enemies entering battle. So overall, he's a debuff machine. Not only does he apply debuffs with all of his abilities, the debuffs apply themselves when enemies take their action. Acheron's best friend, I suppose. Alright, now trace priority. Ult and talent. They give the nice vulnerability damage percent that your team likes. Skill and basic attack are just Jiaoqiu's multipliers and don't really affect anything else. Alright, so for light cones, we have signature. This is very, very good. At S1, we already get 60% effect hit rate, and we get another debuff infliction that can happen here at a 60% base chance. Besides that, you really just want anything that has effect hit rate, because reaching 140% or higher effect hit rate is going to need a light cone, unless you have god stats. There's a couple, like there's before the tutorial mission starts, we're at max level gets 40%. We have things like Eyes of the Prey that give 40% as well. And then if you don't want to do that, you can also do Pearls of Sweat. That obviously adds another debuff if you want to triple down on debuffs. Nice. So yeah, just for light cone, effect hit rate is just what matters. And then we get to relics. So currently for relics, mine's running 2-piece, but you can run things like 4-piece Prisoner for DOT damage, or you can do 4-piece Pioneer for debuff damage. I personally have enjoyed this setup. It's a 2-piece where I get 6% speed from Hackerspace and 12% attack from Prisoner. This other 2-piece can be either Prisoner or Pioneer, doesn't really matter. This is just honestly so I can hit speed thresholds. With this build, I can hit over 160. If you can hit 160 without the 2-piece speed, then you're just better. That's fine. You know, I just have, skill issue when it comes to rolling stats. Alright, for a 2-piece, then we have Pan Cosmic for effect hit rate. You can also run 2-piece Von Wax set if you want 5% more ERR. And most importantly, you will have the turn boost for hopefully first action, so you can set up your field and stuff. Alright, so teams. Pretty straightforward. Play with Acheron. You can play with Kafka as well. You play with people who like debuffs a lot. Play with people who like DOT. So debuffers would be like Acheron because Crimson Knot stacks, right? DOT would be like Kafka, so she can continue exploding all the DOT. Basically, with Jiaoqiu, you're just gonna burn everything in game. You can even add Xiangling for profit if you want. Wait, wrong game, sorry. you know, Xiangling would be burning everything in game, but not in this one. But seriously, Acheron would gain the most value. She literally, when I was testing it out, she doesn't even have to move. She'll get her ult stacks sitting there doing nothing while the enemies take their action. You have your really fast debuffer Nihility characters applying debuffs. Yeah, she just sit there and ult. Make sure though, you know, if she does get CC'd, you're kind of screwed. So yeah. For team comps, you can also add Pella for the AoE Death Shred. You can add Silver Wolf for single target debuffs. You can add Gallagher for sustain and debuffs. You can also add Adventuring. He's also got debuffs, especially if you have this signature Lycone. Gallagher, you can add if you don't have Firefly, because otherwise Gallagher should be with Firefly. Overall, is he recommended to pull? He's really just insane for Acheron, basically made for her. Pretty universal debuffer otherwise though. If you like DOT teams or Acheron, then yes, otherwise eh. He is a support though, so maybe some more insane synergy in the future, because the way that he inflicts debuffs is faster than anyone else in the game currently. Important thing to note is stat recommendations. So obviously 161 is what I like to go. I think you can run a slower, like 134 speed Jiaoqiu, similar to Ruan Mei, because his ultimate only ticks down when it's his turn. That being said though, you can only get 6 Ashen Roast procs per ultimate. So when those 6 proc, his ultimate is kind of just sitting there doing nothing. So yeah, you do want to refresh it so you can continue getting more debuff apply. This doesn't really matter though if you're not playing Acheron, because Acheron likes those debuffs to be continuously applied. Anyone else, the DOT will just continue ticking each turn. Effect hit rate. So I have 174%, which is really nice. Minimum is 140%. This is for his A4 trace node. If you have his light cone, this is where things get a little finicky. Light cone is 60% base chance, and this is unaffected by talent levels or anything. So if you have more refinements of this, it doesn't change. So 60% base chance means against max effect resistant enemies, you're going to need 167 or 170%, I think, effect hit rate to have 100% guarantee. So if you do have his light cone, you do want to aim for 170%, which I do have here. And this is with his light cone granting 60%. If you don't have his signature light cone, then you just sit with 140. You sit pretty. That's basically it. Hope you guys enjoyed the quick guide. Let's take him for a spin. All right, so we're gonna first test out Jiaoqiu in Memory of Chaos floor 12. I'm gonna basically let this go on auto and see how well it performs, and then we can see. So Memory of Chaos isn't like pure fiction. There won't be constant waves of enemies. So Jiaoqiu's A6 trace won't be as poggers because you won't be having all of those new enemies coming in, but he still should be able to inflict heavy amounts of debuff. All right, so we're gonna first set up Aventuring's skill, or Aventuring's technique, Jiaoqiu's field, and then we'll do Acheron's E. All right, so this whole team is before we let this auto. Just to give you guys a footnote, you guys can see if we press Z, Ashen Roast is an unremovable debuff, and we also have Crimson Knot, same stuff. They basically all have it. See Ashen Roast. I believe all of the characters, even Pella, is E0, so we're gonna see how they do. Like, we're gonna full auto and just see how it performs. Basically, we're just gonna watch. The most important thing is to watch how often Acheron gets to ult. Oh shit! I didn't double speed in time. Anyways. Well, I guess you get to see his ult in slow-mo. Alright, 9 stacks already. Standard E0, double Nihility Acheron damage. Five stacks, 6 stacks, 7 stacks from, I believe I have Pearls of Sweat. Should be 8 stacks. There we go. Okay, they went. We got 9 stacks. Okay, we're ulting again. Second ult. All right, full clear first wave. Ashen Roast applied. 2 stacks. Ashen Roast 3 stacks. Pella auto 4. Their action 5. Adventuring's follow-up attack 6. I don't think this counts as an attack, so GG. Bust should be 7 with signature light cone. There we go. Acheron's E, there's 2 stacks. Boom. 1 from a light cone, 1 from her E. And then we get ult off. Nice. Jiaoqiu is CC'd. Okay, Hell's going. So far, so good. We're not zero cycling because I'm full auto. Just want to see how it performs. See the stack count as well. Okay, there we go. 5. Now we get ult up. Okay. There's 9. Okay, basically 1 ultimate per Acheron action. So far, so good. Okay, 1 stack. This does not count. 2, 3. 4. Ultimate 5. Follow-up attack 7. Ult 8. Okay, Acheron's gonna go. We get 1 extra stack. So we're at 10 basically, so we get 1 refunded here. Beautiful. All right, almost dead. Just do 1 more ult. However long it takes us to get 1 ult. Might be a 5 cycle clear. Not bad. That's 6. And they're dead. Okay, pretty nice. That was 4 cycle. 4 cycle clear on full auto. Very, very nice. I think the major thing to notice about that was the fact that Acheron was basically able to get 8 to 10 Crimson Knot stacks each one of her turns, because we had generally 2 from the enemy. We had Aventuring's follow-up attack, Aventuring's ult, Jiaoqiu's active skill. We have Pelo's auto and Pelo's ult. So on average, we're getting about 6 to 8. And then Acheron herself, with her Lycone and her E, she should be getting 2 stacks per her turn. Very nice. All right, so we're back on the second side for Pure Fiction this time. We got the same team. We're gonna run Aventuring's technique. We're gonna run Jiaoqiu's field. We're gonna have Acheron's E. So we're gonna see how often she gets the ult this time. We have Jiaoqiu going first. He's gonna set up his field here. And now when new enemies enter, they will all be inflicted with Ashen Rose stacks. And whenever they take a turn, Acheron will get another Crimson Knot stack. All right, so these all enemies all wiped out. Got 1 extra stack remaining. Okay, see, all have Ashen Rose, but we did not get a stack. But now when they go, we get 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 with ult. And we ult again. The second ult this time. 1 refunded. Field is still up. They'll come in with Ashen Roast. We get to bust here. It's 2 stacks. Follow-up attack, 3 stacks. Enemy goes 4. 5. Dead, 6. 7. Jiaoqiu's almost ult, 9. Okay, they're both dead. New wave of enemies. 2 extra, refunded. 3rd ult. Fully wiped. Beautiful. 3. Okay, we need to refund ult here to get the Ashen Rose box. Here we go. Okay, now we get another tick. 6. Okay, they hopefully all should die. We get a new wave of enemies and we ult again. Okay, they're all dead. All right, 2 more enemies left on this. Hopefully Jiaoqiu doesn't ult, but he probably will on auto. If I were playing on main, I'll definitely save it for the next rotation. But might not be the case. He's gonna ult. Yep, okay. I should have saved it for the next wave. Is what it is. Or maybe. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're still good. We're still good. We're still good. They enter battle. We're still good. Totally fine. This is 9 stacks. Acheron ults literally again. Okay. Still going crazy. 1.3 million. Classic. 1 refunded ult. 2 Pearls of Sweat. 3. 4. 5 from follow up. 6 from their attack. 7. Jiaoqiu's going again. 8. That's it. The amount of ults was pretty crazy. I think maybe we could do better if we do full DPS lineup. Maybe we can do Sparkle. Okay, we are back. Somehow I did a little bit better with the first half. All right, we got Sparkle in this time. Screw it, let's go. Get all the buffs on. Pop in Acheron, and boom. So we dropped Gallagher to see if we can do full glass cannon team comp. We shall see. Pop ult. Go crazy. Skill points should be pretty healthy. Acheron should be getting a lot of refunded. Okay, she's 11 here. 12 here. All right, boom. Pop ult. Get 3 refund. Juiced. New wave of enemies. All roasted. 4 stacks. 5. 6. Hella ult. 7. Sparkle. More skill points. 9. Okay, are they all dead? Okay. Ult here. I think this is a little bit of waste ult, but it's okay. Fine. We're gonna get a bunch of stacks up anyway. Okay, they're all dead. New wave. We're gonna press E. Oh wait, it's not her turn. Never mind. I lied. 3. Alright, Acheron's turn is boosted. We get 5 here. 6. 7. 8. 9. Plus ult. This is 10. Okay. I think we're refunding 2. Lots of damage. 1.7 million. Nice. 2 refunded stacks. Hella ult again. Obviously, because this is on auto and I'm not manually casting ults, we're not going to get like huge amounts of damage. I just want to see how it does. With Sparkle in, see if we can get higher point values. With extra Acheron turns, means she gets, you know, 2 manual stacks of her own. Okay, juicy damage, 2.2 million. 2 stacks, 3. Team is, you know, Pella's hanging in there. Pella's hanging in there. Just gotta debuff a little bit more. Should be okay. Okay, 5 stacks. Oh, she might be dead. She might, nope, she's not dead yet. She is not dead, okay. 9 stacks. Don't CC, okay, good. Ult. Huge damage coming in here, boom. Goalie's at 1 HP. Gotta kill all the ads first. Sparkle almost got CC'd. Pella's dead, it's okay. Let's see if we can even clear. Full glass cannon comp. Maybe it won't even clear. Oh god, we are, uh-oh. Uh-oh! Well, one's dead, guys. Damn. Well, the funny thing is, I think, I don't know if this counts. I don't know if this clear counts. We shall see. Does this clear count even though everyone died on full auto? I think we did get more points than last time. So that's cool. Okay, I mean, we did get more points this time, even though my whole team died. The proof of concept was there, despite no sustain. Yeah, so overall, Jiaoqiu, we did a couple showcases there. I did not do the DOT team because I feel like for this type of content, Jiaoqiu feels best for pure fiction, is how I see it. Because it allows a lot of enemies to enter. And those enemies entering all get debuffed. And then when they take an action, Acheron gets a stack for each of them. So it's really nice. Memory of Chaos is a little bit different. You don't get much value from A6 Trace. You still get value from his ultimate, but you just don't get value from enemies entering combat all the time with max action row stacks, which is totally fine. Still performed quite well. I think it was a 4 cycle on full auto with Jiaoqiu. And remember, these are all E0 characters, right? E0, Acheron's E0 as well. A lot of you guys probably have Acheron E2. If you guys do have Acheron E2, you don't need an extra Nihility character, even though you can have it. And also, you're gonna get 18% more crit rate. This way, you can go Glass Cannon with Jiaoqiu as solo Nihility, and then add Sparkle or Bronya with skill points, and then you can add Gallagher or Adventuring. So you have the full team comp there. That would be pretty solid. But overall, I'm pretty stoked. I think I'm going to be picking up Jiaoqiu just because I feel like his kit is the way that he applies debuffs is very unique currently, and it's very fast. Oh yeah, I also missed and explained to you guys the build. So currently I'm running effect hit rate body, speed boost is of course. I think fire damage boost or attack percent is both fine. Doesn't really matter. He's a DOT character, so either one skill's fine. Fire damage boost is probably slightly better because he has a bunch of free attack percent from his effect hit rate conversion. So you'll notice that he is 2k attack, and I think that in battle, I don't think this trace shows here. Because his effect hit rate is 174%. Yeah, I should have checked in the fight. I will do that right now. All right, I'm gonna start a fight really quick just so I can see Jiaoqiu's attack. Okay, let's pause. Jiaoqiu's attack. There we go. Okay, so with his passive up, you guys notice 5,000 attack. Holy moly. Because we have over 140% effect hit rate, which means he's getting 240% free attack. His base attack is 1183, so he's essentially getting 2,500 for free, which is quite crazy. So plus 2,500 on top of his base. And then, you know, with everything else that's happening, yeah, it's quite a lot. All right, I'll leave. All right, so going back to his build, I think that he doesn't really need anything else on his orb besides ERR. I think ERR is really important, right? Ult uptime is good because refreshes the amount of triggers. So you know how his ult can only inflict it up to 6 times? You need the ult to refresh to do this again. So while the ultimate does last for 3 turns, having it up as often as possible means that enemies are being burned for max damage. Yeah, so that is Jiaoqiu in a nutshell. Seems pretty universal of a character for debuffers. You guys know that I like debuffers, but I'm a Kafka main. So he is still useful for Kafka, though not as insane as Black Swan, obviously. His niche is definitely suited specifically for Acheron, and honestly, any character in the future that would synergize with the amount of debuffs. So that's what he does. He does the amount of debuffs, not necessarily the strength of the debuffs. And also, he's got synergy with branding, right? With vulnerability damage increase. Both of his traces do that. Now he gets 35% increased damage, and then also his ult is for ultimate damage, which is even better for Acheron because Acheron's main damage is from her ult. So yeah, basically a best in slot support for Acheron for E2 or E0, totally fine. E0, I had to trade between some glass cannon comps there, which is totally fine though. And even though I did die, we did still get slightly higher points in Pure Fiction. If you don't struggle with Pure Fiction, or you don't struggle with any of these endgame content, then you just pull him if you really like debuffers and DOT. Yeah, and that's about it. Let me know what you guys think of Jiaoqiu in the comments. Let me know what you think of the quick guide I did in the beginning, if I'm missing any crucial information. Overall, I think that this is a great sort of like early access impressions, quick guide kind of style. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys checking out the channel. Hopefully we can do more of these in the future. I do enjoy doing these more like casual, talk to you guys, kind of play with you guys and see how the character works. Obviously, my gameplay is not going to be perfect. Cut me some slack. I'm not a perfect player. I'm just here to have some fun. But yeah, here to have some fun with some education because I do like educating you guys on, you know, what these characters do. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.